Hello and welcome into Leo D. Mahoney Arena. Today we have the home opener for your Fairfield Stags coming up against the John Jay College Bloodhounds. Fairfield coming into this matchup 1-2 against the Bloodhounds, who are 2-1. Logan, what are you looking at for today's matchup in terms of Fairfield coming into this game?
Yeah, the Stags got to protect home court and play good defense. The Bloodhounds love to get out and transition and really run the floor, so the Stags are going to have to get back. The Stags are a little bit bigger in stature, but this Bloodhound team can run, and they've shown that in the first three games, starting off with a 2-1 record. For the Stags, you got to get up on the right foot on offense. You can't take bad shots, and got to get a paint touch on every single possession to open opportunities for open threes and open layups as well. And the two losses to URI and Georgetown this season, they were not able to get those paint touches and open shots and ended up shooting them in the foot. In terms of their trip to UNH this week, they were able to get a little more consistent with those shots in the open court and were able to get back in transition D, and it resulted in a win as well. So those are the keys of the game for both teams.
All right, you heard it here first. Stay tuned for tip-off in just a few moments. There's 7 minutes to go for tip-off here. Don't go anywhere. I'm Kyle Scannell, along with Logan Rundy. Stay tuned. Welcome back into Leo D. Mahoney Arena. We are moments from tip-off. Intros just got underway, and players are getting ready to tip off. Logan, what are we looking for in these first few minutes?
I think just the pace. The pace from the Stags is going to be really, really important going down the road because I expect the Bloodhounds to press almost right off the bat. Coach Casey might counter and press as well. We've seen that against Georgetown, even early in half, still do it. So control the basketball, stay calm, get good shots, paint touches, and the Stags will be on the road to victory today.
Absolutely. Some that might look at this game on paper, you see a Div 3 school versus Division 1, might just look at that and say, all right, this is a game for the Stags, but can't count this team out, and it's important to come out with strong momentum and just the right shots, right? We saw this a lot in the Georgetown game, just forcing up shots that weren't there. So it's important we have a high percentage in these first few minutes here. Yeah,
absolutely. This Bloodhound team, just because they're in Division 3, they're still 2-1 in this college basketball season. And really when it comes to NCAA, it doesn't really matter what division you're playing in. You're still a college basketball player. You're still elite at what you're doing. So the divisions, I think, is a storyline that's a little bit overhyped, and they're going to come out with some fire. And I think the Fairfield fans are going to see that early, and there could be a chance where the Stags do struggle from the field early, but they're going to have to find a way to kind of work their way out of it like they've been doing all season. The one thing I'm really thinking about is the 10 new Stags. Multiple starters have never played in this arena before. I'm very curious how they're going to adjust because the seats are really on top of the floor.
And we're about to get underway here. Here's the tip. Smith knocks it back, and it'll be Fairfield ball to kick things off. Sparks to bring it up. Fairfield wearing white and John J in dark blue. Fairfield keeping it top of the key here, looking to swing it around. Sparks holds at the key. Inside to Bleachmore. Backs down his way into the paint. Kicks it up top. The three. No good. A put back, though. And that's in for Prophet Johnson.
That's exactly what we're going to see. Payne Smith got into the paint, kicked it out for a Bergen's three. Johnson came into the lane uncovered, and that's what Fairfield has to do early.
And on the ground here, we got a ball looking for a jump, and they're going to get rid of it. Great aggressive defense from the Stags off rip. Bleachmore stays at the top of the key here on Miller. Miller drives in with the left into the paint. Stutters, takes a shot off balance, and that one never caught iron. Fairfield in transition, pulls it back. Moving it around the key here, trying to find some space. They've got it. Bleachmore up top, inside to Smith. Floater for two. Bounces out, and we're going to have a foul on the rebound there. Johnson got it, and I think that's going to be on Miller, number 0.
Yeah, Johnson's gone into the paint twice on an offensive rebound, untouched, and that's because so many people were distracted by Peyton Smith, who got that paint touch, shot it from the MAC logo about 5 feet in the paint, and Johnson was able to get that rebound.
So we'll see the first free throws of the game here for Fairfield. And first one doesn't fall. Back iron.
Johnson will take his second.
And that one is too short, but a nice offensive rebound, and they're going to get it back. A tip from Smith to Johnson, and they get the 2 points in an unconventional route there. 4-0 early. Fairfield's up.
Yeah, like we mentioned, Sparks is going to press again. Double team by Bleachmore inside now.
We know Casey loves to do that. They do manage to escape, and they'll cross it into the corner. A floater on the left side is too long. Fairfield's got it, and here they come in transition. Up to Smith. Smith on a one-on-one. Makes his way through. Right-hand lay. 6-0.
3 paint touches, 3 field goals right off the bat. 2 easy layups.
Quick transition here. John Jay already finds himself in the paint. Looking for some help, and miscommunication there as that ball is tossed into the backcourt, and that'll be a violation. Another turnover.
Yeah, the Stags have come out with elite pressure. They went to the press really early. They left Sparks one-on-one at the top with Keyshawn Miller, and then they doubled from Bleachmore and was able to force a turnover in the backcourt violation. So we thought John Jay was going to come out with that pressure. Fairfield matched it.
Love to see that from them so far. Fairfield the inbound here, and aggressive defense from Miller. He grabs the ball. He'll go down and on all fours here. He fell. Ball's going to be tied up, and it's going to stay with John Jay.
Yeah, again, looks like that was Keyshawn Miller down there. Lost a little bit of his balance, and I think the Bloodhounds are really amped up for this Division I matchup. They're not going to see another Division I opponent this year, and they're kind of being sloppy with it right now. I expect around the 15-minute mark for them to settle in a little bit here.
Yeah, I mean the pressure of a new state, or coming into a new stadium, these two teams have never faced each other, so new environment. As they struggle to get the inbound pass, they will get it out though, and it'll be held on the left side. See if they can find something here. Just holding it stagnant, top of the key, passes outside, and they're just looking for some movement here. Shot clock winding down, drives in with the right, looking for help, top of the key, and they don't have much right here. Pass to the corner, stolen by Prophet Johnson. Here he comes the other way, one-on-one with the right, the flow, it's in, and one! 8-0 Stags.
I sound like a broken record here, but that's 4 paint touches, 4 field goals. Johnson's going back to the line for another shot. It'll be his third shot. Hopefully he knocks this one down.
Beautiful start here from the Stags. Just love the energy. Everything that we're seeing from them is just exactly what I know Coach Casey preaches in practice. You can see him on the sideline right now. He's fired up.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can feel it in the fans, too. The fans are into this thing right away. The energy is transferring from them right onto the players on the floor. And Johnson's been excellent in trying to pick off passes. He did it a lot in the Georgetown game. Got a few of them in the UNH game this past Wednesday as well.
Free throw is good this time. That'll make it 9-0 Stags. And here they are with this full court press. Trying to do what they can to get these early turnovers. But they'll step back on it a bit. Ball's held at the top of the key here. A drop off. Looking to set something up here. These Bloodhounds just don't seem to have much movement. Ball's just kind of staying stagnant here. Top of the key for Frias. He'll go into the paint. A one-on-one matchup. Back to the top of the key. It's a 3 from Miller, and it's good.
Yeah, it's a great ball movement. A little bit of motion from all the other players on the floor as well, and that was something a little bit different.
Johnson transition 3. Nothing but air. Got the rebound, though. Peyton Smith back up top. Another 3. That one's no good. Smith again the rebound. It's a poke, and it's a battle for the ball. Miller dives, and it's ending up in Fairfield possession. Bergens has it. He'll bring it the other way. They'll go inside. Bleachmore finds a cutting man. They'll go to the top of the key. Inside, Smith. He's got the mismatch. Doesn't want it. Out for 3. The 3 is good. Braden Sparks.
Yeah, got the Bloodhounds in rotation, and Sparks knocks down the 3. Great pass by Smith inside.
That's great vision right there by Smith. Absolutely. Bloodhounds need an answer here. They got the 1-3, but they're going to need more than that to keep up with the Fairfield offense at the moment. Looking for a 3 inside. No, he'll drive with the paint into the left, and he's going to get that one for 2.
Yeah, good ball movement again by the Bloodhounds. Peyton Smith's got to really move into help defense there right outside the paint instead of watching it.
And the Stags don't waste any time. Right down the floor. Quick shot and a foul there. That's on Braden, or against Braden Sparks. So he'll head to the line for 2.
Yeah, Sparks does a really good job of pushing the pace. We saw that a little bit more experience from Sparks as he is a junior from Mercer University. So he has experience at Division I level, and he's shown it in the first 3 and then some change here with the Stags.
Getting ready for the first one here. Lines it up and rolls out. Stags off to a slow start at the line. A few subs coming in here for John Jay. We have TJ Chisholm, Emmanuel Adenkaden, and I believe one more, number 5. Yes, that's TJ. So definitely the height here, you can see there is a disparage. I mean, Fairfield has the advantage right here with that. But I wonder if the idea here is to just try to focus on the offense. As another free throw there. That's good. Makes it 13-5. And Fairfield here with the press. And here's the new guy, TJ Chisholm, with the ball coming up. Shifty moves here, working his way in. He'll pass it back out. And they'll reset things top of the key. They're all outside the key right now. No one's fighting for paint position. As a pass into the corner will lead to a floater. That's backed out and fought for the rebound by Johnson. Long pass ahead. Smith for 2. Throws it down.
Yeah, again, good transition offense from the Stags. Smith took the streak right across the middle and found by Sparks. Excellent job by the Stags. Early 15-5.
Beautiful start right there. See if the Stags can keep this defense up. They got him trapped here in the corner, trying to just keep him stagnant. Works around the key and kick ball right there on Bleachmore. Almost had the steal for 2 right there, and that will send us into a timeout. 15-5 is your score. The Stags lead after 5 minutes of play. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back into Leo D. Mahoney Arena. If you're just joining us, it's 15-5. The Stags are off to a strong start with the help of Prophet Johnson. 7 points, 4 rebounds. Amazing start for him.
Yeah, absolutely. Prophet Johnson is going to get a lot of good looks, especially because the Stags move the ball extremely well from inside the paint to out, and he's a really sharp three-point shooter. As the Bloodhounds take this offensive possession here, they got to find a way to get a paint touch. They went 5 out in the last possession, and all Prophet Johnson had to do was sit in the paint and just get out to his man if it came.
And we're back. TJ Chisholm with the ball here at the top of the key. TJ Chisholm, 5'8" in height, so he's got to really work his way here to get open looks, as a quick 2 right there is taken, and they're going to miss. Rebound, though, back out to the Bloodhounds. They'll reset things. Inside pass gets a man leaping in the air, and it's an easy 2 for Jameer Stewart.
Yeah, again, another paint touch. Got a little 2-foot bunny shot, and it was easy from there.
And rejected at the rim is Bergens there, going for another quick transition. Ball is going to be out of bounds, but it'll stay with Fairfield.
Yeah, Fairfield can't get complacent here, even though they have an 8-point lead. They really got to play their offense and play slow and get in transition when it's needed, except they were forcing it there, and it was not really needed, and the Bloodhounds got that.
Luckily, though, they stay with the ball. Bergen's got it top of the key. He'll drop it off to Sparks. Sparks on the wing, drives in with the left, gets a man in the air, and turnover right there.
Looks like Sparks pushed off a little bit.
They're calling a push-off. Okay, yeah, I wasn't sure if they were calling him for a potential travel there, but I like the idea by Sparks. Get the defender in the air, take that step in front of him, maybe go for a floater. Wasn't able to get it. And now they'll attack here with a full-court press, and the Bloodhounds barely get it off here. Still behind half court, and they'll just now cross over. Aggressive defense right here for the Stags. Stewart drops it off to Miller. Miller fighting his way into the paint, doesn't have much space. They'll settle for a 3, and it's going to fall. A highly contested shot, but a good finish right there.
Yeah, the Stags can live with that.
The Stags can live with that, as a quick transition bucket gets them 2 points right back, and it's no one other than Prophet Johnson right now.
And that's what they can live with that. They can give a contested three-pointer and get into their transition offense and get an easy layup on the other end.
Here's Miller for 3. That's long. Rebound. Fight for it at the other end, and it's going to stay with Fairfield.
Looks like Dion Perry will check in for the first time for the Stags. Omar Calderon will check in for the Bloodhounds. Mike Rogan checks in as well, and for Prophet Johnson and Braden Sparks.
Really excited to see Dion Perry. He was a preseason All-MAC second-team member. He's got a lot to prove here. So let's see what he can start here on the inbound. Quickly stolen by Bleachmore. He'll race for it, and he'll hold on to it. Fights his way into the paint. Reverse layup. Fouled on the play.
Yeah, that's an excellent job by Bleachmore. Getting that tip on the inbound pass, anticipation, and tipping it in the backcourt, putting a little bit more pressure on the Bloodhounds. 2 Bloodhounds got back. Bleachmore was able to jump stop right through them and get fouled by the Bloodhounds.
Absolutely loving the energy from the Stags here. It feels like the ball is just getting out of their hands as fast as I've ever seen it. They are not taking they're not hurrying, I should say. They're taking their time, but they're getting the right shot, and they're doing it consistently here. As the first free throw falls, that'll make it 18-10. Stags lead.
Bleachmore, a pivotal person in last year's MAC championship run that fell short in the championship game and a loss to St. Peter's.
Second free throw is good. And we have Miller coming out for the Bloodhounds, and coming in is number 13, Sil Granda. Chisholm now coming up with the ball, guarded by pretty similar height in here matchup. 2 guys under 6 feet there.
Looks like that's Perry.
Yeah. Top of the key. Oh, here's Granda. He's got the matchup he wants. Now he's switched on to Smith. Works his way into the corner. Back up top to TJ. Looking for the screen. He'll use it right. Step back. Kick it for 3. Nope. We got a stoppage.
Looks like that is a hold by Mike Rogan. That's Rogan's first personal.
So they'll inbound the ball behind the basket here. Granda to inbound. Chisholm will get the ball here, top of the key. Moves his way left. Cuts in. Resets the ground. He's got nothing. Stuck in the corner. He'll drop it off. Settles for the corner 3. Nope. They're going to have him out of bounds. At 3-point, his foot just grazing the sideline, and it'll be Fairfield ball.
Yeah, the Bloodhounds are letting Fairfield rotate on defense because they're not simply moving the ball fast enough. Bloodhounds, if they're going to play that 5-out style, they have to have a hot potato with the basketball and then maybe flash one into the paint as well.
Here's Bergens now bringing the ball up. Looking for that screen from Bleachmore. He'll toss it off to him. Bleachmore to Perry. Back up top. Driving in. Looking for some paint position. A nice finish. It's going to fall in. Beautiful finish right there by Jamie Bergens.
Yeah, Bergens just took on. It looks like that's TJ Chisholm. Took his size advantage. A little jump stop into the paint. Got two.
And Fairfield strips that one away from Seal there, going for a quick shot. Transition three. Do they have it? Yes! Beautiful shot right there. Fairfield extends the lead to 14. That was Jamie Bergens with the three as Chisholm drives down the other way, drops it off for a quick two. It's rejected. Here they come down the other lane. A quick two. No! Rogan wanted the dunk, didn't have it. Bleachmore the board. Reverse. No!
Yeah, the Stags, good transition offense coming down the floor. They just got to take a little bit more time as we see Barima Sek and Noah Best going to come in at the next stoppage.
Things are finally quieting down here. This game has felt nonstop for the first 8 minutes. As Chisholm now driving in with the left, he'll float it above the long arm. Peyton Smith, it's in for two.
Yeah, that's well done. Looks like Chisholm just took advantage of the speed on Peyton Smith. And Peyton
Perry.
Smith looks like he's going to get one on the other end as well. So, again, Peyton Smith takes a negative, turns into a positive right on the other end.
I'm not sure what that was from the Bloodhounds. That was Peyton Smith wide open in the paint with a major mismatch as Chisholm takes a quick three. It's going to bounce out. And here comes Fairfield. Pass up top. Smith, can he handle it? Yes. In the paint, fighting. Left hand. Beautiful. Beautiful too.
Consistent paint touches from the Stags, and that is the recipe to success because they do have that size advantage down low.
Here's Chisholm now on Perry. Trying to start something for the Bloodhounds. They haven't had really that many consecutive baskets in this game, if not any. Here's Granda. He'll step back, driving with the left, take a contested shot, but he banks it in.
Again, Coach Chris Casey can take that as the Bloodhounds take a timeout here. Again, a contested shot by the Bloodhounds. Good defense by Bergens, just better offense in that situation.
We leave you with 11:30 to play. Fairfield up 28-14. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back into Leo D. Mahoney Arena. If you're just joining us, Fairfield is up 28-14. They are on an amazing start to this game. 5 of their last 7 field goals, 61%. Logan, what's been the reason to the success?
Just paint touches. I know I keep saying it. Paint touches, transition defense, and forcing the ball to stick when the Bloodhounds are on offense. And then getting a couple steals, a couple good rebounds by Peyton Smith as well. Turning that into transition. Jamie Bergen's got a 3 coming down. Peyton Smith has run the floor beautifully in the first 9 minutes and 51 seconds. And from now on, they just got to be consistent for the next 30 minutes, and they should be on the road to victory.
Yep. Couldn't ask for a better start than this year. Home opener. We got the Red Sea here at Fairfield. And looks like it'll be Bleachmore to inbound the ball to Perry. The Stags get back into it.
Like I mentioned earlier, Barima Sek checks back in. Noah Best checks in for the first time here at Leo D. Mahoney Arena.
Yep, Best coming in with the ball in, looking to get involved. Quick two. They're going to call the block there. Beautiful start for Noah. Wasted no time. Quick transition there. Beautiful start.
Noah Best just beat his man right off at the top of the key. Frias tried to take a charge, but he was in the restricted area. Best finished with the right hand, and now he's at the line for his first free throws here at the beautiful Leo D. Mahoney Arena.
This will be the 8th free throw of the game for the Stags. The Bloodhounds have none, so they're getting to the line pretty consistently in this game as he knocks down the free throw, and Fairfield extends the lead to 32-14.
It's like Coach Casey's back with the consistent pressure, this time from Perry.
This is Evelyn here at the top of the key on Perry, number 12. He's just stagnant here, not making much, almost loses the ball. Just staying at the top of the key, looking for some help. He's got it, and it's a long three-pointer, and it'll fall into the hands of Fairfield. Here they come on the transition. It's Bergens. He'll go in the paint. Bleachmore takes the jumper two. Short. Falls into the hands of the Stags.
The Stags just look like they want it more. Bleachmore's been excellent, and Sek has created a lot of space for him to operate down in the paint.
Here's Best at the top of the key. He'll drop it off to Bergens. Bergens wants the screen on the left from Sek. He'll take it. Takes the three. Long. Fight for the board. Tapped out. Fairfield again. Here's Perry. Drives in. Floater. Foul. Now send him to the line. Wow. This is unbelievable energy from the Stags. I mean, 2 offensive boards in that possession.
Yeah, Noah Best has been excellent. He's just tipping it out as it looks like Makui Rec checks in, the freshman from Rochester, Minnesota. So, again, he is going to make another impact just like Best. He's going to tip the ball out. He's going to pull it down sometimes. But I think Chris Casey just wants Dion Perry to get the ball and really use his speed to his advantage and let the other guys rebound for him.
As Perry now on the inbound, he'll drop it off. Here's Best, top of the key, screen from Bleachmore, swings it to Perry. Perry inside, Sek, fighting for paint position. He'll work his way up top. Here's Perry for three. Falls out, and rebound Miller.
Yeah, you can live with that, though, if you're Chris Casey. You get a wide open three, and Barima Sek draws 2 people.
Miller into the corner. Granda, he'll take a floater two, no good. And Fairfield again, rebound. Here they come on transition. Got to stay in bounds, and it's a turnover there. Just couldn't handle that pass. Other end, it's Miller. Beautiful finish for 2.
Yeah, both teams are getting out in transition well. I think the majority of the Bloodhounds' points have come in transition. And then that's just another sloppy turnover as Sparks checks back in for Fairfield.
Yeah, another turnover from Fairfield here. I'm not sure what happened on that inbound. Just trying to race up the court. Lost control of the ball, and, yeah, it'll be Bloodhound possession again.
Yeah, it looks like Perry wasn't looking as he was trying to run up the floor, but you really have to have that head on a swivel, especially in the pace the Stags are moving at here in the first 10 minutes.
Granda to inbound. Looking for some help. He'll chuck it top of the key, and that's intercepted, but knocked out of bounds by Barima Sek.
Barima Sek, I didn't know he played corner for the New England Patriots. We could use him. That was excellent. Good anticipation so far from everybody that's guarded right at the Fairfield F on that long inbounds pass from underneath the basket.
And they'll try it again. Here's the inbound. That one's success. Top of the key, Granda. Looking for help. Again, they're just stuck on the wing. They need that paint touch as they're almost going to get it here. Fighting for it against Sek is Frias. His shot hits the top of the backboard. But the rebound right there by Granda gets a gritty too.
Yeah, the Stags got to do a better job of boxing out, especially with this smaller lineup on the floor. Bleachmore, he just checked out, but it looks like he's back at the table again. And I think Chris Casey wants to see more intensity on the defensive side of rebounding.
Here's Best kicking it into the corner. That's tipped out of bounds. It will stay with Fairfield as Bleachmore checks in to the game.
Looks like Mike Rogan checks out.
Yeah, so not much there from Rogan. We know he's a great shooter, but hasn't been getting too many minutes so far in the season.
Emmanuel Adenkon checks in, the senior forward from the Bronx.
Fairfield looking to inbound. They'll find help top of the key. Here's Bleachmore. He's got it. Finds a cutting man inside. His Best to Sek. Goes below the basket. Fights his way through for a bank shot there for 2.
That's a good 2-man game by Best and Barima Sek right there. Just being able to set the screen, and then Sek was able to roll off it right to the rim.
Evelyn to bring the ball up now. Looking for that screen. He's got 2 to work from. He'll take it to the right. Reset. Needs help. Finds someone in the paint. Barely hold on to that one. Granda for 3. Way long. Just a forced shot right there. Here comes Fairfield in transition. Finding space. Bleachmore, top of the key. 3. Cash.
Yeah, Louis Bleachmore looks right at home here, picking up right where he was last season. Really good job by Sparks to get a paint touch, shovel pass right out for one of Louis Bleachmore's strong points in that straight-on three-pointer.
Yeah, I mean, Bleachmore, Sek, and Smith, those are the only 3 Stags here that played 25 or more games in the team last year. So those are the guys you look to kind of help lead the team, control the pace here, and they've been doing it so far. It's the top of the key three. They answer right there. Quick shot, but a nice make right there from Isaac Holmes.
Sparks pushes again, gets it to Rick. Back to Sparks, 2-man over to Bleachmore.
Noah Best here finding an inside man. Bleachmore around, and a nice finish there on a reverse layup.
Yeah, Bleachmore's taking advantage of Richard Frias's kind of bigger stature, and he doesn't have that quick first step as Bleachmore does, and Bleachmore's done an excellent job of kind of taking advantage of that so far.
Granda fighting for paint space, can't really get it up, and that's going to be a travel on the Bloodhounds. It'll be Fairfield ball as we head into a timeout. It's 38-21. The Stags lead, 7 to go. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back into Leo D. Mahoney Arena. Stags lead the Bloodhounds 38-21. It's just been domination. 24 points in the paint, 10 off turnovers. I mean, it's just been an amazing start. Couldn't ask for more.
Yeah, and the numbers speak for itself. Jamie Bergens is a plus 17, Bleachmore with a plus 19, Peyton Smith is plus 14. So what we mentioned, getting the ball down low, 2 of our big men are really getting good paint touches, effective shots, and really reading the floor well and passing it up when needed.
Bloodhounds open up here with a trap. Fairfield has no problem escaping it. Perry with the ball, drop it off. Keeping it top of the key. Fairfield looking for some movement. Staying outside the key still. Here's Best. Pass it off to Reek. Back to Perry. Corner 3 wide open is Sparks. And it's just a bit long. Fight for the board. And that is out of bounds off of the Bloodhounds. It'll stay Fairfield ball.
Yeah, the Bloodhounds are really struggling to rebound the basketball, and I think that Best especially is just getting position. Maybe double team Best down low if you're the Bloodhounds. Really try to find a way to bring the ball down and then move out in transition.
Absolutely. He's had very valuable minutes here in the game. Definitely a noticeable impact. As the ball is inbounded, Perry top of the key. Swings it over to Reek. Reek, quick pass inside. Doesn't have anything to do with it. They'll fight for the paint position. Floater bounces out there. No good. Good try, though.
Coach Casey can't complain. Another paint touch into a good shot.
No, can't complain at all. I mean, the Stags truly haven't taken any, shots that really get you questioning, what they're doing out here, because we saw that in Georgetown, but this game it's been fantastic.
Isaac Makundai, the true freshman from Kenesha Democratic Republic of Congo, will check in next.
And Holmes right there was going for the layup. Ball is tapped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Hounds, and Fairfield will make a substitution.
Looks like Bleachmore checks out. Mukundai, like I mentioned just a few seconds ago, will check back in.
Mukundai stands 6'10", so going to have even more paint presence here. As the inbound, they struggle to get it to Granda here in the corner. I'll reset top to Chisholm. Chisholm, some nice moves, fights his way in the paint and turns it over. Trying to make a quick pass right there to the big man. Stifled up by the D. Here's Reek on a transition three. Too long.
Yep, it was a double team by the Bloodhounds in the paint on Mukundai, and then they got the rebound and are now able to come out in transition.
Looks like a backdoor cut there, unsuccessful. Another turnover on the Bloodhounds. And on the other end, here's Reek fighting into the paint. Reverse spin finish, doesn't have it, but there's a foul. They'll send him to the line for two.
Yeah, just being aggressive. He drove from the right wing, right in front of us, got right into the paint, jump stop with the left hand, and got the contact. So putting that pressure on that Bloodhounds defense is going to pay dividends going forward.
Absolutely. We now look at a scoring drought here. We're looking at 2 minutes here since the Bloodhounds have scored. There's 5:39 to play. These last 5 minutes here are really going to tell us a lot about how this game's going to go in the second half. If Fairfield can hold on to it, as the first free throw is off, they're going to have just a very comfortable time with this game. But you never know what could happen, right? You got to stay complacent here.
Jeremiah Carty, the senior guard from New York City, checks in for the Bloodhounds. Omar Calderon, the junior wing from New Jersey, will check in as well.
Second free throw is going to bounce out, but a nice offensive rebound. A putback, no. Gets it again. Puts it back, no. Foul. Back to the line.
Yeah,
wow.
The Bloodhounds have a really small lineup out here. Looks like Sparks is the smallest on the floor for Fairfield, and then across the board they have the height advantage as well. So, again, they're going to take advantage of that with Mukundai, Reich, and especially Best down low.
Mukundai there made it look too easy for him. Back-to-back rebounds there, just hit back iron both times. Let's see if he's got better luck at the line here. The Stags are only shooting 50%, 5 for 10 at the line. And another miss.
Yeah, those free throws are really what's going to matter down the line and really trying to pull away in this game. And the 5 for 11 stint right now needs to be changed. And I think that's really the only complaint you could have if you're head coach Chris Casey for the Stags.
Yep, couldn't agree more. Is another one there misses. That'll make it 5 for 12 from the line. And here come the Bloodhounds, looking to find some energy here after those missed free throws. They'll fight their way into the paint, reset the Chisholm. He'll take a moving three, no good. Rebound fought for McConaughey, got it, up sub to Perry. Oh my goodness. Style points there. He went between the legs off the backboard looking for a dunk. That's just doing too much, but would have brought the house down for sure.
Coach Chris Casey agrees, and he's bringing the 2 subs. Looks like it's Bergen and Prophet Johnson, and looks like it's going to be a replacement for Sparks and Perry.
Yep. I mean, they felt confident there, really trying to do that. But when you're 0 for your last 4 field goals, that is a very confident thing to do. As Perry takes a quick three, hand in his face, cash.
I guess he made up for it with 3 points instead of 2, but looks like he's still going to get pulled by Coach Chris Casey. It's a learning experience. I think he just got the moment the best of him. His first time playing in this arena, so got to rate the effort, but probably not the situation to do it in.
Absolutely. Lead is up to 20 now. 4:20 to play. Bloodhounds just looking for any sort of momentum they can get here. Fight their way outside the paint. Chisholm, top of the key, swings it. Looking for a move there. Poked away, holds on. Now in the paint, and it's stripped, but a foul called on Best.
Yeah, the Bloodhounds got to look up a little bit more. They're trying to straight line drive, and that's really not going to work against that bigger Fairfield line. So Jameer Stewart had the ball there, stopped in the paint, and was just trying to find an option, but he didn't look back, and it looked like that was TJ Chisholm calling for the ball. So, again, they just got to calm down a little bit. They're really riled up, and they're going to find it really in the next few minutes, I think, and really make a run before this half.
Now the inbound behind the basket for the Bloodhounds. Quick bounce pass. It's going to be staying on this side there. The ball was tipped. Not the easiest inbound there. That was in contention, but it'll stay with the Bloodhounds. We'll try it again.
In terms of the Bloodhounds inbounding, they're pushing all of their guys on the one side of the floor and really clogging it up. And so those Fairfield defenders really don't have to do much to defend pretty easily.
Kopech takes a spinning shot there and a nice finish on a tough shot. That'll make it 41-23. As here comes Perry racing down the floor, moving the tempo, looking for a right-hand finish, contested, blocked. And, yep, that'll go the other way. Good try, though. And that'll send us into a timeout, 3:57 to play. 41-23, your Stags lead. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back into Leo D. Mahoney Arena. Fairfield with a 41-23 lead. Logan, we were talking about this, but Fairfield kind of looking sloppy despite this lead in the last few minutes. What do they have to do to clean things up?
Yeah, you just got to slow down the game. Now you came out of the gates fast to get that 18-point advantage that you have right now. Let the Bloodhounds make mistakes, then you can go in transition. When you're going just in the full court, move around, get paint touches. They're going to collapse the paint a little bit, kick out three-pointers. You can even run them off the line a little bit, get some easy layups. So make your life a little bit easier instead of trying to make things more difficult for you down the stretch to end this half.
Absolutely. Looks like things are getting back here. Fairfield, if they keep the same 5 on the floor, it's 5 members who were not on the team at all last year. And that's a big talking point with this team, obviously. Not too many returners, only 8, and only 3 of them playing a significant amount of games.
Looks like the only change is Bleachmore. Bleachmore, Perry, McCundy, Bergens, and Prophet Johnson for the Stags.
And Carty to take the ball up here for the Bloodhounds. He's got Perry on him, crosses half court. And let's see if the Bloodhounds are able to answer. Quick screen right there. Carty, left hand, battling Perry, pushing for space. Bounce pass right there. A three-pointer is too much, and here comes Perry. Offensive or defensive rebound coming the other way on the offense. They'll slow it down. Probably the smart call there after the few turnovers we've seen. And they get a foul. That's against the Bloodhounds there.
It's a good idea about the Stags. Get it to McCundy, try to get him some easy baskets, and get him rolling as the true freshman. Tries to get his first kind of momentum points for the Stags, and they're now in the bonus, it looks like.
That is the 9th foul against the Bloodhounds. They've been adding up, and they'll send the Stags to the line, where they have not been very strong tonight. 5 for 12. As McCundy looks to fix that here. The first shot is in.
Looks like it's a 1-and-1 situation. McCundy hits his first free throw. It brings the Stags percentage for 6 for 13. That's a 46.2 free throw percentage on the night so far.
And he can't get the second. Fight for the board. It's going to get into the hands of the Bloodhounds, and they're going to come down the other way. Jameer Stewart handling the ball. A little one-on-one top here, looking for some help. Doesn't have it. He'll just move it around the key here. I've been seeing this all game for the Bloodhounds. Just not many paint touches, just moving it around this perimeter, looking for help. Now the shot clock's already at 10. They're going to take a long three-pointer, but it's going to be good. Great shot by Jameer Stewart.
Yeah, Stewart's going to make an impact in this game. And again, they're starting to settle in a little bit, have pushed that 18-point advantage that Fairfield had during the timeout to 16, and they're just going to continue to chip away as Johnson hits the floor hard.
Yeah, Johnson right there going for that transition bucket. Fell on his way, going left to right there in the paint. And that'll send him to the line again. The Stags, this will be their 15th and 16th free throws of the half, while the Bloodhounds have yet to attempt even a single free throw.
Yeah, Johnson's excellent at the free throw line as well. So if you're the Bloodhounds, you don't want to foul him, especially giving him an advantage to get even more easy points than he's already gotten so far. So it looks like Smith will check in and during the 1-and-1 situation.
This free throw will put him into double digits here if he's able to knock it down. Currently sitting at 9 points and make it 10.
Smith checks in for the Stags. Looks like Renata is back in for the Bloodhounds, as well as Keyshawn Miller, who started this game. Keyshawn Miller, the junior wing from Yonkers, New York, and previous played at Herkimer Community College.
Johnson lines up the second free throw, and it bounces in. 44-26 the score. Stags lead with 3 minutes to go here in the first half.
Yeah, interesting. Coach Casey keeps on this press with the 18-point advantage. We'll see how long he continues to do that for.
Bloodhounds is able to handle the press, but again, just wasting that shot clock. Let's see how long it takes him to get a paint touch here. Granda still holding on to the ball. Not one pass yet in this possession. 10 on the shot clock. Moves it, top of the key. It's Miller. Makes a move, left to right. Outside, and we're going to get a foul here. I think that one's against Smith.
Smith will pick up his first personal. The Stags will pick up their fourth as a team. That's just short of the bonus. I believe it is 7 this year in college basketball. So again, 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Stay disciplined. If you're the Stag and you keep the Bloodhounds off the free throw line, you'll be very successful.
Inbound. Gets a man jumping there. Fights for paint space and just can't handle that one right there. It's Elijah Holmes losing it. And Fairfield on transition. Here's Perry. Inside to Smith. He's got the advantage of the paint, and he makes use of it. Left-hand lay for 2.
Yeah, it's a great vision from Perry. Perry realizes the size advantage down low. Gets Smith against a much smaller defender.
Bloodhounds trail by 20. 2 minutes to go. And that ball is stolen, ripped away. Johnson, does he have it? No. Fought back for Bloodhounds, now in the corner. Granda drives in with the left. Shot through contact, rejected. Bleachmore with the block. And Fairfield will bring it down the other way. Here's Bergens, pass to the corner. Perry, man's jumping. Gets him out top key. Nope. Johnson, inside. Smith, floater. No, short.
I'm still satisfied with that possession, though.
Oh, absolutely.
Every single Stag touched the basketball and a paint touch and a good shot. So
that is a major difference in this game. I mean, the Bloodhounds possessions have not been seeing that at all. As they take a quick shot, they don't get it. Here comes Johnson on the other end, up to Bergens, back to Johnson, and he lays it in.
Again, 3-on-1 in transition. Looked like Bleachmore was running on the left side. Bergens just jumped off to Johnson, and easy two.
Granda bringing it up past half court. Bleachmore right on him. Not giving him much space. They're looking for that paint possession, and it's just they don't have it. He'll fight his way in himself. Takes a shot with contact, and that'll send him to the line.
Yeah, one thing I want to see the Bloodhounds do a little bit more is just move the basketball quicker. They're letting it stick. They're letting Fairfield stay in their half-court defense. And when they let the Stags do that, they're one of the best in the conference in doing so. So move the basketball, cut off the ball a little bit more, and I think they're going to find a little bit more success.
Could not agree more. These possessions just feel very stale. You know, the clock is getting down on this team. They got to use it more. As the first free throw is no good by Granda, and we'll see some substitutions. It looks like Chisholm is in for the Bloodhounds.
Sparks is in for Perry for the Stags. So again, a little bit bigger of a guard in Sparks than Perry. So we'll see what he does in the next 75 seconds.
And that's the first free throw of the game right there for the Hounds. That'll make it 48-27 with just over a minute to play here.
Emmanuel Akinen checks in. He started this game tonight.
Bergens to bring the ball up. Looking for the screen. He'll toss it out to Johnson. Johnson to Bleachmore. Gets his man behind him. He'll make a move to Johnson. Doesn't want the three. Drives in. Hop, step, and a finish. It rolls out. Rebound Bleachmore. Fights his way up and one. He loves it. Crowd loves it. Stags have 50.
Yeah, it's an excellent cut by Johnson, getting inside. Really tough layup, but Bleachmore was there for the cleanup once again. So offensive rebounds lead to paint touches, lead to easy twos, and a little bit pressure on the Bloodhounds, which forces them to foul Bleachmore, and he's back to the line again.
Jordan Evelyn will check in for Granda. Bleachmore to the line, looking for his 10th point of the game here. Would be the third Stag in double figures, and he knocks it down. So now Bleachmore, Johnson, and Smith all in double figures.
Stags keep on that press with Bergens. Looks like TJ Chisholm's coming up, then a triple team.
And it works. He turns it over. Didn't have any help. Tossed the ball away.
I think something that's being failed to mention is Chris Casey is winning this coaching battle, putting a lot of pressure on the Bloodhounds and forcing them to make excellent passes out of pressure. So well done by him.
Absolutely. We've got 40 seconds to play here. Fairfield looking for one or two more good possessions. Smith at the top of the key, left unguarded. Doesn't want the shot, though. We'll give it inside to Bleachmore. Hand in his face. Making a move. Goes to his left. Spins. Back underneath the hoop. And a reverse. No good. Rejected by the rim there. Just trying to do a little too much. As the Bloodhounds in transition. Move the ball nicely there. Looking for a quick layup. And they got it. With Omar Calderon with a two right there. So now we just got 15 to play. Stags get the last shot. Bergens fighting with Miller right there. Gets a screen. Bleachmore. He's double. Looking for a help. The pass deflected into the hands of Bleachmore. The three. No good. Falls long, but no worries because the Stags are up 51-29 after an extremely strong first half.
It's an excellent first half, but you got to keep it going, right? Get those paint touches going down on the other end. Move the basketball. Get the Bloodhounds in rotation. Something they did really well in the second half. The Bloodhounds just got to relax a little bit. You see them have a lot of tension with them. They're taking advantage of that Fairfield kind of playing into their hands a little bit, right? Move the basketball a little bit more. I want to see a lot of off-ball movement and take shots that are open because that's the only way you're going to get yourself back in this game. Bloodhounds just didn't shoot as much as they probably should have in the half, and as a result of that, they only have 29 points on the board.
Absolutely. Stay with us to see if things change or if Fairfield can finish off this dominating win. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after the half. Welcome back into Leo D. Mahoney Arena. We join you here at the end of halftime. Stadium's buzzing. Stags are leading 51-29. It's been a great first half. Logan, what are you looking forward here in the second?
Just consistency from the Stags. Do the same things you were doing to build that 51 points on the board. Looks like that's a 22-point lead up there as well. So Stags are on pace for 102 points, which is rare in college basketball. But I think the Bloodhounds are going to come out a little bit better. They're going to have a little bit more movement on offense, a little bit more cutting action, I'm sure they talked about in the break. And they're going to start to get aggressive on defense, I think, try to pick off some balls that maybe they wouldn't have in the first half, maybe be a little bit more physical as well. So it's going to be a great second half. I'm excited to watch what happens.
Players getting onto the court here, getting ready to go for half number 2. It looks like the same starting 5 for the Stags that they roll out with. We got Bergens, Sparks, Bleachmore, Smith, and Prophet Johnson here on the inbound.
Looks like the Bloodhounds are going to go with Isaac Holmes, Jordan Evelyn, Keyshawn Miller, Richard Fries, and Silk Rondo. So the same starting 5 for both squads to start the second half.
And we're underway here. Bleachmore top of the key. Passes it inside. Look to Smith. Smith fighting for paint. Makes his way in. Double, and it doesn't matter. The ball bounces out, though. Good attempt. And a putback right there by Prophet Johnson.
Yeah, that's Johnson's third offensive rebound, and all of it has come with a good result, whether that's him going to the free throw line or laying it back in for 2.
Right back to it. Wasting no time. The Stags getting offensive boards. See if the Bloodhounds have an answer here. Quick shot there. The back rim fights for the board, and it's going to stay with the Bloodhounds right there. Not a bad look from Holmes, but just couldn't corral the board.
Yeah, it's really well done by the Bloodhounds. They got an open shot right on the elbow because that came from a couple of cuts off the ball. Looks like that was Isaac Holmes to get the shot in. That's something you can live with if you're the Bloodhounds coaching staff.
And the Bloodhounds here trying again. Evelyn pass inside, deflected, but held onto there. It's Smith here fighting against Friars. Gets him in the air, makes a move at the paint, and finishes. No! Had the layup, buffed it, couldn't get it. Back outside, another chance. No. And it's a tussle, staying. No, going to Fairfield. Wow. Just could not get the ball there from the Bloodhounds. They should have had 2 right there in 3 separate occasions and couldn't get it.
Looks like the Bloodhounds are going to come out on that press. Maybe a little bit of inspiration from Coach Casey when the Stags brought out their press right away as well. So looks like there's a wet spot on the floor that the referees are trying to handle right now.
Yeah, Granda might have had an issue with some spot in the court. Maybe a fan might have spilled something. Either way, they're making quick work of that here. Again, Stags leading 53-29. It's been a dominating game for them. Shooting 50% on the dot from field goal. They're 20 for 40, so not bad compared to the Bloodhounds' 38.
Yeah, and 3 of your top scoring guys are in double digits. Looks like Bleachmore has 10. Johnson has 15, and Smith has 10. So 2 of the big guys down low really getting it done.
Yeah, a lot of points in the paint, too, today. I mean, the last thing you want to do is end up chucking a lot of threes. But they've been pretty smart about shot selection. As this is a bigger deal than I thought. Bringing out the bigger mops, bringing out more towels, more helpers. But, it just gives you time as a player here to just kind of reset more. I'm sure the Bloodhounds need it. They got a mini huddle going on right now, 1 minute into the second half. But looks like the floor is good to go. No?
Yeah, the Bloodhounds use that as like a 25-second timeout, and I think this is going to play to their advantage a little bit more than the Stags because, number one, they're able to kind of get that press set up, and number 2, the coaching staff is able to talk to this Bloodhound defense to really go over it before the possession starts.
Right, yeah. It's a nice little break for them. Again, we're still stuck on this. I'm not quite sure what it is.
It's court side. You never know what's going on down there, man.
Who knows what was spilled over there, but players just kind of messing around here, waiting to go. All the huddles are broken. Looks like we got a little chatter going on from Miller and Sparks behind the basket.
Yeah, just while we're on the break here, I'm really impressed with Peyton Smith and how he's controlled himself, especially if he had a shot with about 30 seconds left in the first half. He gave it up, got the paint touch to Bleachmore, who I believe eventually got fouled. So Peyton Smith's maturity has paid dividends throughout this game, and he's put 10 points on the board and really kept himself out of foul trouble, which is an issue he consistently struggled with last year.
Yeah, his efficiency tonight has been great, 5 for 8. 10 points, like you said. He's just been a phenomenal player for them. I can't really speak on it enough. It's been great energy from the Stags here. We are still stuck in this timeout.
Yeah, and speaking of the guys that haven't played here in Leo D. Mahoney Arena before, right now it's Johnson, Bergen, and Sparks. I've been really, really impressed of how they've controlled themselves and really just played their game. When you get into a new arena as a college athlete, you tend to maybe chuck up some shots you may not have. Really, they kind of get a splash, but they played their game, stayed the course, and it's really what's helped them gain this 24-point lead.
And it looks like we're finally back here on the Ritz Aaron as the Stags in on the ball. We're back. And they're going to come back to a full-court press, which just a nice way of beating it there, making a couple quick passes, and you're right up the court. Here's Bleachmore. Drop it off to Sparks. Sparks whips it around top of the key. Held onto by Johnson. Fights his way into the paint, makes a move. Corner three, passed it up, inside to Smith. Smith to the corner. There's Sparks for three. No, but brilliant ball movement and brilliant hustle to get the offensive rebound from Prophet Johnson. A try at it again, a floater from Bergens, a little bit too strong, but great possession right there by the Stags. On the other end, here come the Bloodhounds, trying to spark something of their own. We don't want to see that stagnant offense again if you're the Bloodhounds here, but again, they're just stuck with the ball behind the key. No paint touches, moving it around. Here's Granda. He's got it, hand in his face. Jab step, fights his way in, takes a contested pass through the lane. He's got it, fights for it back, rejected by Smith.
Looks like the Stags got away with a goaltend there. Smith hit it off the glass when it had already hit the square. It is a non-reviewable play in college basketball, I believe.
Got the replay up on the Jumbotron right here. Take a second look at it to see. Yeah, Smith got away with one right there. Players are all calling for it. Refs are going to come together here, and we see another stoppage. Just 1 minute later, this game is put to a halt again.
Yeah, the Bloodhounds have a good argument there. Smith clearly pinned that thing off the glass as it was going in, and looks like the refs are going to go to the monitor and take a look at it. And Bloodhounds will be up to 31 points after this stoppage, but the Stags are going to get a free time out of this as well as the Bloodhounds. So I'll be interested to see what both teams do. It's been a very stop-and-go half. There was a lot of flow in the first half. The Stags were able to run the floor a lot and really got the rhythm. Bloodhounds not so much, but still, I think this kind of stick-and-go play right now is going to play into the Bloodhounds' hands a little bit, and I wouldn't be surprised if they kind of go on maybe a 10-0, 12-0 run here coming out the gates.
Yeah, like you're saying, the stop-and-go. This is certainly in favor of the Bloodhounds. They only have 2 fast break points in the game. Stags, they have 20. So if anyone's going to benefit from these stoppages and this ability to kind of recollect yourself and really try to lock something, it's going to be the Bloodhounds. This one doesn't take as long, though. It looks like no change.
I don't know if they even reviewed it. There's the 4th official sitting at the desk, and they were back pretty quick, so I don't know if you can't review it.
And the inbound pass there, we're going to see a foul. That one's on Bergens on a reach.
Bergens will pick up his first. Fairfield will pick up their first as well. So another positive thing for the Stags. Didn't foul too much. I believe they ended the half with 5. So looks like all 4 out of the 5 players on the floor do have 1 foul. No issues, though, with 18:02 to go.
Ball's going to be inbounded top of the key. Friars drops it off. Holmes now commands it. Drops it over, looking for some paint touches, fights his way in, and they're just not giving him the space. Settles for a jump shot, and no good. Stags the other way. Here's Bleachmore. Drop it off to Sparks. Sparks crossing half court here. Stags holding a 53-29 lead. 17.5 to go. Here's Prophet Johnson off his screen. Takes a mid-range shot and knocks it down.
Yeah, that's Johnson's bread and butter. Good screen by Smith on Frias in the top of the screen. Johnson got to the elbow and hits a high percentage shot.
That brings Johnson to 17 on the night. We'll see where he's able to get by the end of this one. Bloodhounds now on the other end. Here they are outside. Just not much movement, looking for help. Brought back almost to the logo. Pushes off, trying to find a screen. He'll get it from Frias. Up top, here's Holmes. Fights his way in, takes a fading shot and cashes it for 2.
Yeah, Holmes got a good shot there. Again, get some easy shots, get in the paint. He got 1 foot in, faded away, back into the red at the free throw line, and got 1 to go.
Sparks doing it all himself there on that possession. Not able to finish on the right-hand floater there. And here come the Bloodhounds in transition. Granda up top. It'll be a 3 from Miller. Needed if you're the Bloodhounds. And it's no good. And here come the Stags. Here's Sparks. A couple of guys with their hands up. Doesn't make the pass. Probably the right call. Here's Johnson in the paint. Drops it off. Smith, reverse layup. It's good.
That's an excellent 2-man game. Peyton Smith set the screen for Johnson to go around. He rolled off. Sparks saw that easy 2 on the reverse from Peyton Smith.
Evelyn now for the Hounds. Bringing it up. And again, he's brought back to the logo by Sparks. Nice poke. Ball goes past half court, and they're going to get a turnover.
Yeah, the referee's definitely not on the Bloodhound side right now. It looked like that was Smith who poked it away, but they're going to call a backcourt violation on, I believe that's Jordan Evelyn, the senior guard from Hempstead, New York, originally out of Uniondale High School.
Yeah, I mean, to your point, even if it is on the ref, you just can't have that if you're the Bloodhounds. Second straight possession where you are being solo pushed back to the half-court line on your own. They have to bring the ball in deeper, and that was something we pointed out at the end of the first half to see if they'd improve on it, and they just haven't.
Jeremiah Carty, the senior guard from New York City, checks in for the Bloodhounds. Frequent amount of substitutions from that Bloodhounds coaching staff. We'll see if they can stay fresh here for the final 16 minutes and 11 seconds.
And Stags here on the inbound. It's going to be Sparks, top of the key, dropping off to Bleachmore. Back to Sparks. Sparks holding on to it. 8 in the shot clock. Bergen's now making a move. Not much time to shoot it. He's got to get a shot off. 3-2. And he does not get that one to go, but foul on the play, it seems. I think they got that one there. Just got the shot off, but
looks like immediate timeout here. We're right back here. Stay with WVOF for the final 15 minutes and 51 seconds in the second half. We'll see you in just a couple minutes.
we're back at Leo D. Mahoney Arena. 15 and change to play. It's the Stags up 57-31. Looking to keep up the pace here. It's been a very stop-and-go first couple of minutes here. Logan, what are you looking for these next few?
I'm looking for some fluidity. I'm looking for both teams to kind of get in a flow and really pick up the pace they had in the first half. The Bloodhounds just need to take more shots, I think. Even if it's not the best option, you're at the point in the game where you have to take something that's pretty much half decent to try to get back in this game. And for the Stags, try to find the best shot possible, even if that is a three-pointer, but I hope that number of three-point shots is minimized as the game goes on.
Just a reminder, we are at the line here. Bergens was fouled before the timeout, so he's up here shooting 2. It's their first of the half. They've shot 17 on the day, but only made 9. And that one's good right there. Makes it 58-31.
Bergens, the graduate guard, 6'2", from Almere in the Netherlands. He's originally from Drexel's, who I believe comes to town this Tuesday. So a little homecoming for Bergens, this time on the side with the Stags.
Bergens unable to make the second free throw. Stags continue to struggle at the line. It's Gronda now working his way, and we're going to get a stoppage there.
Looks like it's a reach-in on Bergens. He'll pick up his second. It's the second Fairfield team foul as well.
I like the aggressiveness, right? I mean, they've been doing a great job at forcing the Bloodhounds back, keeping them out of the paint, even keeping them out of the key. Like, it's been very impressive to see what the Stags have done. And here they are again, top of the key. Granda trying to fight for space, just not getting it. Stolen right there. Johnson up ahead. Here's Bleachmore on the run. Can't handle it. And out of bounds off of Bleachmore. It'll go to the Bloodhounds there.
Looks like a little toss-up between the Bloodhounds. Looks like that's Keyshawn Miller down there getting tossed up with Peyton Smith, and Smith rightfully goes back to his side of the floor. Again, I think that's a little bit forceful from Prophet Johnson. Got a great steal. Bleachmore was covered pretty well down there by the Bloodhounds defender, and again, I think in that situation at this point of the game, you really just got to slow the pace, keep possessions, and limit turnovers as much as you possibly can.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I think the Stags might have been getting a little, happy with what's been working for them earlier, right? A lot of quick transition buckets where they're getting it down the court, but it's not going to stay consistent if you're not taking the smartest pass, and that one put them in trouble. As the Stags put a nice defensive pressure there, they're able to get the steal. Here they come on the other end. It's Bleachmore working his way through, crosses off, drop to Johnson, drop to Smith, and a foul.
That's just excellent ball movement, right? 3 out of the 5 Stags that were up the floor touched the basketball, ending with Smith getting fouled. And so, again, getting good shots, placing them with better shots. It's just been the story of the game. That's something that actually Fairfield women's basketball emphasizes every day. It looks like the men's team has definitely taken a page out of their book so far in this one.
Yeah, that's the third turnover we've seen in the last 2 minutes alone from the Hounds. So the Stags are doing a great job defensively. You can see right there they're up 20-2 on fast break points. So just a great start for them. As Peyton Smith knocks down that free throw, that'll make it 59-31 Stags as they go for 60 here on the second attempt. And he's got it. 60-31. Stags almost up double here on the Hounds. And another quick transition defense here. I mean, this is what we love to see. Look at that. Back all the way at the logo here. The Hounds are just being toyed with. That ball poked away, but held on to. Just 13 to shoot. Looking for an inside pass. Nice backdoor cut by Granada and a nice finish.
Yeah, it's 2 excellent cuts. One of them by Granada and the other one by, looks like, Jeremy Carty. Another paint touch, easy 2. Bloodhound's got to find a little bit more of that and break down that Fairfield defense. As Johnson gets inside, left-hand layup is good.
Brilliant feed right there. Johnson been living in the paint this game. That'll bring him up to 19. Looking for 20 as the Hounds again pressured at half court. Stolen right there. The finish is good. Beautiful execution by Braden Sparks right there. Pushed his man to the sideline. Gets the steal, get the finish.
Looks like number 33, James Bradbury, going to check in for the Hounds at the next stoppage.
And a quick 2, no good right there. Had a position, couldn't finish. Smith up top to Johnson. Johnson loses it. And it's a turnover there. He had it. Would have been a freebie, but lost control. And here come the Hounds the other end. Granda pushes it back. Won't force anything there. He's on the wing. He'll take the 3 contested. And nothing but air.
Stags got to slow it down here.
Yep. Stags just running right through everyone and leads to just another sloppy play.
Bradbury checks in. TJ Chisholm checks back in for his next little bit of run. So Bradbury, the 6'11 junior forward from Saxett Harbor, New York, originally from Meadowdale.
Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this was his first minutes of the day here. He's matched up on Smith, looking for that size help maybe in the paint because that's where Fairfield's been dominating. As the inbound is in, and the Stags right now top of the key. No movement. Bleachmore, he's got it. Spins it around, back to Sparks. Inside Smith. Guarded by Brad. Nope, back out. Here's Bergens, left hand. Brings it in, contested lay, no good. Rebound. Fought off on the ground. Diving is Chisholm, he's got it. He'll drop it off. A little quick transition bucket. They'll opt to turn around and slow it down. Quick inside pass. Ball's fumbled and chucked away. The ball's bouncing out. Stuck in. The dive right there by Bradbury. Unsuccessful.
That was a great possession by Bradbury. It's something that probably will go unnoticed. He shielded Peyton Smith out of the paint. That gave, looks like Hardy got a good layup at it, but they really got to convert on those. Only with 13 minutes and 5 seconds left and down 31.
Yeah, like you said, down 31. That is just a daunting amount. I mean, if you're going to start this comeback for them, it's just going to start with taking the right shots and avoiding those turnovers. The turnover games have been bad for them now in the last 4 minutes. Looks like we might have another stoppage. No, almost another stoppage of play there for potential water, just something on the court. But they're good with it. Johnson will bring it up. Takes his time here, top of the key. Feeling his surroundings. He'll drop it off, swing it into the corner. We got a one-on-one here, looking for a screen. Won't use it. Now he will. Comes up top. Smith signaling for it. He'll get it. He's got it on the corner versus Bradbury. Jump shot, no good. But a good look. As the Hounds come the other way, almost stolen by Bleachmore from behind. Chisholm commanding top of the key. It's the screen from Bradbury. Tosses it off. Wide open three here, and they completely missed it. That was way too much.
Looks like Perry and Sek will check back in for the Stags in the next stoppage. For now, though, Johnson gets inside to Bleachmore. Bleachmore all the way over to Sparks.
Sparks on the key. He'll take the screen from Smith coming left. Takes a contested shot. Back rim. Poked up. Fought for. And a tough grab right there on the defensive end as they go coast to coast. Push there. They're going to call that one dead on the play right there. That was number 11, Jameer Stewart, flying down the court for the Hounds.
It's like Sparks is going to pick up the foul. He really never got good position as Jameer Stewart came down the floor.
And the Stags are going to make a couple substitutions here. 3 new faces in. We got Barima Sek coming in. We have Dion Perry and number 25, Michael Rogan. So a few changes here. Stags might feel a little bit comfortable with the lead. Just trying to get some new faces in here, see if they're able to help continue this game where it's been at. As Chisholm takes the inbound, takes a long 2, hits back rim, and foul on the floor.
It's going to go on Sek. Sek grabbed Jameer Stewart's jersey. Definitely not allowed. And it looks like we're going to head to another timeout. Luke Davidson, the first one on the floor to greet his teammates. But for now, we'll be right back just a couple of minutes for the final 11 minutes and 55 seconds. Don't go anywhere. It's WVOF 88.5.
Welcome back into Leo D. Mahoney Arena. It's been a strong game for the Stags. They lead 64-33 here. But despite the high scoring, we've been on a drought for the last 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Neither team recording a basket. Why is that, Logan?
Yeah, I just think both teams are moving at a little quick of a pace. The Stags especially are pushing the ball when they don't really need to with 31-point advantage. I'd argue that the Bloodhounds don't really need to either because I don't think it's really their style at this point in the game and hasn't worked for the first 30 minutes and change, so why try to push it now? Although I think the Bloodhounds are getting a little bit better shots, I think they should be a little bit more, aggressive in shooting those shots. They've passed up a good amount of three-pointers to try to get inside and drive against bigger defenders, and I don't think that's how that's going to win. So if they want to do drive, jump stop into the paint, kick it out for threes, and hopefully some of them start falling for this Bloodhounds team.
Yeah, I mean, if they can take advantage of the three-point game, that'd be a category they could actually potentially lead in tonight. Both teams very similar beyond the arc. 4 for 12 for the Bloodhounds, 4 for 13 from the Stags. So that has not really been the name of the game for either team, but if they're able to make them fall, like you said, it could swing things a little bit here in the last 12 minutes. As we look to inbound here, Bloodhound ball, but a full-court press making things a little bit more tough for them as Prophet Johnson rips that one away, chucks it ahead. Can they get the bucket? Noah Best throws it down for 2.
Beautiful. Good vision by Johnson. About a 50-foot pass all the way up. Best just slammed it in with his right hand.
I mean, we've talked about those passes being a little risky, but when you're able to connect like that, it is a free bucket right there. As an answer here from the Bloodhounds comes from 3-point range. Like we said, they needed to look for it. That is number 11, Jameer Stewart, with the 3.
Yeah, Stewart just got second in the air and was able to take advantage and hit the three-pointer, and let's see if they can do that a few more times down the stretch and cut into this lead as Johnson gets fouled. Looks like that one's going to go on Stewart.
So Johnson heading to the line. He's got 19 points on the day. This could bring him into the 20s. He's shooting a very impressive 8 for 10 today. I mean, he has been taking the right shots, and he's been making them.
When the second free throw is shot, Adrian Kopech, the junior wing from Staten Island, will check in for the first time of the night for the Bloodhounds. For now, though, Johnson will take his first free throw attempt.
Give him 20. Johnson knocks down the first. He now has 20 points on the evening. Just an impressive resume. He's also got 8 rebounds and 3 assists to his name.
Kopech replaces the senior guard Jeremiah Carty. He'll check out. Johnson will take his second free throw and knock it in. Give him 21 on the night.
That'll bump the score up to 68-36. Stags now as Chisholm comes down the other way. Looking to keep momentum high for the Bloodhounds. They just hit a 3. See if they can find that again. Stags playing heavy defense on the key and inside pass to Bradbury. Knocked away. Sek got it. Up to Johnson. Up ahead to Perry. The lay is good. And make it 70-36 Stags.
Yeah, it's well done by Perry, just running the floor. Nothing thrown off the glass this time. Lay it in. Make life easy for yourself.
Quick pass into Bradbury and an answer by time. All right, the Bloodhounds finding some momentum here. Finding answers to the Fairfield offense, but that won't be enough when you're trailing by this much. There's Perry now inside. Drop pass to Sek. Sek drops in the layup. 2 more.
Yeah, that's Perry's game right there. Drive off a couple of passes from your other teammates, get to the paint, drop it off to Sek for 2.
And Sek with a rejection right there on Kopech. Kopech challenging a man. Probably shouldn't in the paint. Nice block by Sek. Here's Fairfield on the offensive side. It's Deion Perry coming in, takes a 3. Good. Nothing but net right there.
Yeah, that's a good possession. 2 possessions, I should say, from Sek. One of the defensive end gets the block, then helps out his teammate Perry with a couple of screens, and Perry steps into a 3-pointer, knocks it down with 10 minutes remaining.
Yep, we're halfway through the second here. Fairfield still on pace for that 100. Here's a long 3 from the Hounds. That's going to fall out into the hands of Johnson. Another long pass. This time Sek struggles to hold it. And that is what can happen with these passes, right? Sometimes they're great. Sometimes they're, not as brilliant turnovers like that one right there.
Well, you had a defender that was trailing Sek right away. And the one that worked out, there was nobody with Perry or nobody with Best. So, again, Johnson's got to read the floor a little bit better and be a little bit smarter with those passes and control the lead, as they've been doing so far.
Right, that is the 4th turnover for Johnson, probably the only bad mark in his line tonight. But still nothing to worry about. Just about halfway to go here in the second. Hounds are going to need a lot here to make this comeback as Chisholm works his way through half court. Up top of the key, holding it on. He's got Johnson defending him. Blows by, pass to the corner. Here's a 3-pointer for the Hounds. Back rim. Offensive rebound right there. Nice pass inside from the Hounds, and there's going to be a foul.
Yeah, that's well done by TJ. Chisholm found the open man, which was Friars, but also on the wing, it looked like that was Alicini Diallo, the freshman wing from Brooklyn. So, again, kind of see the floor a little bit better. Need those 3-pointers at this point in the game. So we'll see if that vision improves from the Bloodhounds guards.
As the inbound is back in, Chisholm handling it again. Done a lot of that tonight at the top of the key. Inside to Frias. He's going to work his way on Sek. Sek bodying him down, getting him in the air. The jump shot off glass is no good. Into the hands of Johnson. This time he's not going to throw it down court. He'll bring it himself all the way. No! Tried to get some spin on that one, and it just wasn't enough. Chisholm now being full court pressed by Johnson. He's got him stuck. That one's thrown away into the hands of Best. Best to Johnson. Throws it down.
Yeah, that might be the dagger right there with 8:55 to go. That's well done by Johnson. Taking a negative on that missed layup. Full court pressure, able to force a turnover. That went in the Best's hand. Best took 2 dribbles, dropped it off in the paint. Johnson slams it home for 2. Johnson now up to 23 points in his Leo D. Mahoney debut. So impressive start for the for the junior guard from Dayton, Ohio, who started his career at Southern Utah.
Yeah, could not be a better day for him as the Hounds have 3 seconds to shoot. They'll take a wild three-pointer. That's going to be short. And a shot clock violation as the Stags get the ball here with Barima Sek checking out. And that'll bring in number 15, Isaac Makundai.
Looks like Emmanuel Andenkanen Stenson, senior forward, 6'9", from the Bronx. Originally from Medgar Evers School. Stags looking to reach the finish line again here, looking to improve to 2-2 on the season after Tuesday night's win at New Hampshire. The 2 previous losses happened last Saturday at Georgetown and the following Monday over in Rhode Island with a loss to URI. That was a blowout, but they've recovered well here in these 3 following games, 2 of them resulting in wins. Hopefully.
Here's Perry now. He'll drop it up top to Makundai. Makundai over to Johnson. Back to Perry on the wing. Finds a cutting man inside. It's Makundai working for space. He's rejected inside, but a foul called right there. That's going to be against Emmanuel Adenkon. It's just a nice play right there to find the inside cutting man right there. Just the Stags finding ways to get themselves into the paint over and over again.
That's a good call by Coach Casey from the bench. He had Makundai on the right wing that was right in front of him, was able to isolate him in the paint on the left block and able to get to the line for 2.
So Makundai only 1 for 4 from the line tonight, looking to see if he can strengthen that out a little bit as that one hits back iron, and it'll fall out.
Makundai, a true freshman, originally from Kenesha Democratic Republic of the Congo, He went to Bridgeport Prep right down the street, so very familiar with this area and looks right at home here in his debut.
He does knock down that second free throw. It extends this lead to 76-38. Fairfield stays with this full court press. Gets Kopech to throw it back there. And here comes the Hounds looking for some. Oh, almost stolen right there, and a foul on the reach right there. That was Makundai looking to steal that one and take it coast to coast, but a little bit too much right there. As that will send us into another timeout. Stags dominating so far. Don't go anywhere. Stay with us for the next 8 minutes of this game. We'll be right back. Welcome back into Leo D. Mahoney Arena. We got 8 minutes to go. The Stags find themselves on a 7-0 run over the last 2 minutes, 40 seconds here. They've just been doing everything we asked for. It might not be their best half like you've been saying, but there just hasn't been much energy from the Hounds. Not much of an answer on their end.
Yeah, the Hounds got to really find something here in the last 7 minutes and 54 seconds, and even just a little bit momentum. You know, this is a D1 school. They're playing at home on a Friday night. It's been a ruckus crowd like we expected. So knock down a couple threes, get some paint touches, maybe some easy layups, and give yourself some of that energy going into the next night, or maybe a comeback here. A little bit improbable, but you never know here at NCAA college hoops.
You never know. Inbound here. That one's going to be successful, but close there. You just never know with these inbounds. Fairfield defense has been great. Here's Carty with the ball here, top of the key. He'll drop it off. It's Kopech. He'll go right hand, fights his way in. A fading two. He's fouled, and that'll send him to the line right there. It was Michael Rogan. Played a little bit too close right there on that fade back.
Yeah, probably not the shot Kopech is looking for, but he'll take the 2 free throws. Again, maybe something a little bit easier, move the ball a little bit more. It's a lot of one-on-one, and these Fairfield defenders are excellent in one-on-one situations as Bleachmore's going to check in as Kopech misses the free throw.
It's just been the name of the game today. The free throws have not been going strong. Now, of course, this is only their third and fourth attempts, but you look at Fairfield, who's missed out on 10 points today from the line. So this game could really have swung even more from the line if they had let it. See if Kopech's able to hit the second, and he is. That'll bring him to 50%. And here come the Stags, not really wasting any much time, just bringing it up the court. Nice and quick. Here's Perry. Oh, wow, quick three right there. Not sure that was the shot.
Yeah, you're not looking for that shot if you're the Stags right here.
No.
5 seconds in the shot clock, you pull a three-pointer from straight on and looking around 25, 26 feet. Coach Chris Casey can't be happy about that.
No, yeah, here's Carty. Again, here's the problem with the Hounds. Just holding the ball here. 10 seconds off the shot clock. Finally gets a pass off. It's bounced around right here. Looking for space. He's got it in the paint. The floater off the glass. No good. And a nice grab by Best. He'll go up the court. Here's Bleachmore on his own. Doesn't get the dunk, but the putback is in. Prophet Johnson helping his teammate out right there.
That's the story from Johnson all night. He's been cleaning it up down low as Kopech Euro steps. Good recovery by Bleachmore, knocks it out of bounds. And Johnson has accumulated that 25 points in his home debut here just by doing the little things right. 5 to 6 offensive rebounds. Some of them have resulted in points, but even the ones that haven't resulted in points, he's either gone to the line, kicked it out for 3-point looks. So it's been an excellent performance from Prophet Johnson, and I'm looking forward to what he can do for the remainder of the season.
Granda to inbound. He'll toss it up top. It's Evelyn. Evelyn trying to find something here, trying to find space. He's got a bit of a matchup here with his speed. Kicks it into the corner. It's Granda fighting baseline. Does he keep himself in? No. Calls him out of bounds right there. Just a little bit too close to the sideline, driving to the basket. And it's another turnover, and it continues the drought. The Hounds have not scored in the last 4 minutes and 10 seconds. They have just been lost.
Yeah, it's a good defense by Makundai as Granada was stuck in the corner. Makundai kept his ground, had a step on him, and forced Granada out of bounds. So well done by the true freshman.
Johnson on the other end. He'll kick it over to Perry. Perry thought about a long two. Drives in off the screen. Takes another shot. That one's going to bounce out. And Granda with the board. He'll bring it down. Bleachmore defending. Wants a screen from Evelyn. He'll toss it off to him. Evelyn defended by Bleachmore. And here he is again. Stepping back all the way to the logo as he drives in here. Kicks it. Corner three. No good. There's Bleachmore. Kicks it up. Johnson. Driving with the right, stripped right there. Nice play. And here comes the pass inside. Evelyn reverse. No, too much. And here come the Stags. This game just going back and forth right now. No one can put it in the basket. As Perry holds on to it here, maybe making an adjustment from that earlier shot he took. Quick into the shot clock, takes his time, drops it off to Johnson. Johnson to Best. Best, the movement here from Fairfield. Just keeping the Hounds on their toes. It's Perry driving baseline. Perry splits two defenders. Perry fights for the ball. He's going to end up with it and a foul going against the Hounds there.
Looks like Granada will take the foul. That'll be his second personal. The Hounds will pick up their 7th, which means free throws for the Stags. And if you're the Hounds, it's something you can't do, as looks like that's James Bradbury, the junior forward, will check back in for his second run. And again, Deion Perry's an excellent free throw shooter, and when you're down 40 points, probably not what you're looking for.
Yeah, Perry on the night has 7 points, 3 for 7 from the field. So hasn't been, shooting too much. He's playing his role here. See if we can get him 2 more. And that first one does fall. That'll bring it to 80-39. The Stags chasing 100 here, but just been a brilliant game from them.
The Stags have done well to do the little things right. That's what they needed to do coming into the night. Home opener, you're not trying to get too high, obviously not too low either. But when you do the little things right, it's easy to kind of get some momentum and get off to this lead that they have. Now it is almost, I believe that's 48 on the board.
Perry knocks down the second, and
42, excuse me.
Stags up 42 as Evelyn guarded full court by Perry. The Stags have not held off that full court pressure all game. Here's Perry right on him. Evelyn, again, stuck at that logo. Fights his way inside. Now he's fighting for some space. Almost stolen by Johnson. And that one's going to be ripped away by Perry. Here he goes. End to end. And he's going to bring it back. Comes in with the left. The floater with the right. Back iron. Johnson fights for the board. He's got it. He'll reset. It's Bleachmore for three. Nylon. Beautiful shot by Bleachmore. Great offensive rebounding by the Stags.
Well, that's all credit to Prophet Johnson. Took his time in the paint, had a couple options. Probably would have been forced if you tried to put it back in the paint. Finds Bleachmore, who's an improved three-point shooter from just a year ago.
Keyshawn Miller there, rejected by McCundy. Ball's fought for, and it's going to stay with the Stags. Great defense by McCundy right there. Complete rejection with both hands. Ball is stuck up, fights for it, and is able to get it. As the Stags make a few substitutions, they'll bring in number 25, Michael Rogan, alongside, I believe, McQuee Reek, number 7.
Looks like the Bloodhounds will make a change as well. TJ Chisholm, we've seen a lot tonight. He checks back in.
Yeah, he's been their guy tonight, handling the ball, looking for opportunities. Just haven't found some, whether that's on him or his team. But the lack of movement has definitely been noticeable. As the Stags here, McCundy fighting for position in the post right there. Bradbury not giving him much. Doubled, takes the shot regardless, and it'll just roll in. It's that kind of night for the Stags, as that brings him to 86.
Had good patience from the freshman McCundy. Got a couple feet in the paint, then faded away right at the MAC logo and got it to rattle around for 2.
Thought about a long 3 right there for the Hounds. Thought better of that one right there. It's Jameer Stewart. Back up at the logo. Bradbury giving him a screen. Nice little cut move into the paint, off the glass, and 1. Great move right there by Jameer Stewart.
Yeah, it's well done by the Bloodhounds. 1-on-1, but this time it works out for him. Gets past the original defender, which was Perry at the time, floats it off the glass. It was fouled again, and so they'll be at the line for the rest of the way, but we're headed to our final media timeout of the night. We'll be right back here at WVOF 88.5. Don't go anywhere, and stick with us for the final 3 minutes and 44 seconds.
We are back here for the final few minutes of this ball game. It's been a dominating one in that sense. 86-41, Fairfield's up. Looking to continue things in these last few minutes. What's been the key to their success, Logan?
The simplicity of what they're doing, right? Paint touches, moving the ball quick, cutting off the ball on offense. On defense, just swarming the Bloodhounds, ball carrier, whatever you'd like to call it. Even inside, restricting the ball inside the paint. So, again, simple things really fundamental basketball, but fundamental basketball can win you a lot of games here at the Division I level.
We return to Jameer Stewart at the line. His shot will fall, and that'll make it 86-43. As Perry bringing the ball up, he'll toss it off to Rogan. Rogan back to Perry. This full court press right here, keeping them a little bit honest. But Perry's able to work through it, and now he'll hold and drop it off to Rogan again. Back to Perry. Perry inside. That one's blocked right there and taken away. Nice play by Stewart as he'll drop it off to his running man. That one fouled on the shot right there by McCundy, and it'll send him to the line for 2.
Yeah, McCundy just got a little out of position there. Well done by number 12, Jordan Neville, the senior guard from Hempstead, New York. Originally at a Uniondale High School. And a lot of changes are going to be made here. The junior Luke Davidson will check in for the first time, number 22 for the Fairfield Stags. He's originally from Fayetteville, New York. Fayetteville Manilius is his original high school.
Evelyn misses that first free throw right there.
A whole slew of substitutions for the Bloodhounds. Kopech checks back in. Evelyn will stay at the line. Keyshawn Miller back in the game. Brad Berry will stay on as well. And it looks like Omar Calderon, who's got a couple of runs during this game, will be on the floor for the Bloodhounds. Probably to finish this one out with 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go, as Luke Davidson will take up the ball for his first run of the night.
Davidson off to Rogan. Rogan back to Davidson. Davidson fighting for the ball right there. Aggressive defense right off the rip from Evelyn. And that will take Evelyn out of the game as he checks out right there. Coming in, looks to be number 22, Elijah Holmes for the Bloodhounds. And that is foul number 8, and that'll send Davidson to the line.
Davidson's got a great story of how he even got to Fairfield, but really his junior leadership is absolutely incredible. It doesn't get a ton of minutes, but you can hear him on the bench every single game as he misses the front half of the 1-and-1. Outside, Davidson, three-pointer, splashes it home. Luke Davidson, a crowd favorite as it goes wild here at Leo D. Mahoney Arena.
Love that for him right there. 89 points right now. This place is loving it. It's buzzing. The bench all on their feet for that one.
Davidson picks up his 5th career NCAA Division I point. Congratulations to him. Hit one previous field goal in his career.
Hounds take a long 2. That'll fall into the hands of Beck, but he just couldn't quite grab that one. It goes out of bounds, and it'll be with the Hounds behind the basket. As another couple substitutions here, the Hounds will bring in number 4, Miles Tucker, and number 23, Amare Jordan. So almost a white flag of sorts here. This game out of reach. Just see what you can do in these final few minutes, for the guys off the bench, prove himself.
Davidson pressing defense. Over to Kopech, who takes the 3, misses. McCundy gets the rebound and gives it off to Davidson.
McCundy is toweringly tall in the court right now. I mean, he had no contestant for that. The Fairfield Stags right now, despite the lead, are still playing with great heart as McCundy throws it down right there on a great pass inside from Reek. And that'll bring him over the 90-point threshold as the Stags are just rolling right now.
Another substitution, Joe Ganton, the sophomore, played a pretty big role, actually, for the Stags last year. He'll check in for his first minutes of the game. Looks like that timeout was just to get substitutions in for both sides. Again, the Stags have rolled to a victory here with 2 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. Their next game will be at home here at Leo D. Mahoney Arena on Tuesday against Jamie Bergen's former squad in Drexel. So that'll be a Division I matchup all the way around. So exciting stuff come Tuesday night. That will be at 7 p.m. Eastern time.
A pass inside from the Hounds right there. That's going to be tipped away. Stags continue to just have hands in the lane. Ball will stay. No, sorry, it'll stay with Fairfield. It might have been tipped off of the Hounds right there. And with just 1:51 to go here, the Stags will continue to push the offense, see if they can reach that 100-point threshold. Here's Davidson. He's already got 3 to his name. Let's see if he can add some more. He'll drop it off up top, swinging things around. Rogan looking for some help. Reek over to Davidson. Davidson on a screen. He'll come in with the left. Drop pass. McCundy stuck behind the boards. Gives it back. Davidson. Davidson to the right. The floater. Good.
Davidson's having a night as the Fairfield bench goes wild. Really well done. Got the bounce pass into McCundy. McCundy returned the favor. Davidson 2 dribbles. A little floater from the right side. Gets it to go. Looks like the walk-on is going to come in. Number 20. One, I believe, that's Tanner Ostrop. He's a sophomore from West Hartford, originally from Northwest Catholic, and really cool story. He walked onto this team this year, the only walk-on Fairfield has, and he will check in for his first minutes of the game.
That play right there on the inbounds, it was a nice attempt by Canton to grab the ball out of bounds, try to throw it off of the Hound right in front of him, but wasn't successful. The Hounds will inbound the ball heel. They'll reset. We got just 1 minute to go as Fairfield gets ready to celebrate this one. That falls long. Another shot back up, missed. Another shot also missed, and Fairfield just dominating the boards right now.
Yeah, Fairfield dominated every single aspect of the game tonight, and just a really well-done job as Luke Davidson gets it to Mike Rogan. Passes to Gittin, takes a drop stop inside. Outside, Rogan's three-pointer from the left wing. No good. McCundy tips it around.
And they're going to let that go out of bounds. And it'll stay with the Hounds. See if they play this one out here. Just 37 to go on the clock. So probably not going to happen for the Stags for the 100 mark, but that's not what you play for. They've had a great game here. This is one to be proud of. As Tucker crosses half court, see what he's able to do with this. As the last few seconds drain out here. Hounds 1 for 14 in their last field goals. Let's make it 2. That one is knocked home as Davidson holds on to the ball. And this should do it. 93-44. The Stags win their home opener and improve to 2-2.
Yeah, it's a great win, right? Had to come home after that UNH win and get one here against a Division III rival, but really proud of the Bloodhounds and how they came out. You know, put up 44 points on the board against a really good Division I team in the Fairfield Stags. Great in that conference, 2-2, and then they will go on to play Drexel on Tuesday. But to kind of keep it here for a second, the Stags did the simple things well, as we mentioned earlier. They hit the three-point ball. Prophet Johnson was fantastic, ending with 20-plus points in his home debut. I'm really impressed with McCundy, who was great, got a couple of slams there, made a couple of free throws as well. So, again, really all-around good performances from everybody on the Fairfield side. In terms of the Bloodhounds, use this as momentum going forward as they go back to their Division III schedule and use this as a learning experience going forward.
Yeah, I mean, just a great game today. And thank you, everyone, for tuning in here at WVOF. From Kyle Scannell and Logan Rundy, thank you for tuning in, and we will see you next time. Tune in Thursday at 7 p.m. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good one.